So I had put in the shop a kit that had a lot of goodies from Africa. And so I went ahead and made some journals from those kits. I think there's a couple of kits left in the shop, but I wanted to show you what I made. Those of you that are at my live, you saw me making like 90% of this, and now they're going to be ready for the shop. So I have four of them, and I'll give you the dimensions. The dimensions are the same, and the construction is the same for all of them. So this is five by six, and it's about 2.5 inches tall. And it's basically an accordion style. It's made from cardboard. You can probably see some of that cardboard right there. Oh, obviously you can see it in the back. And so this one is number one. What it has here in the front is some of the mud cloth. I have some pieces there, and then throughout I have also the African wax fabric, the Ankara African fabric, and that's what these beads are made from. They're cloth beads that I put here in the front, and there are going to be, I'm putting a lot of different printouts that you can use to incorporate into your journal. I also use some of my handmade stamps just to stamp, a couple of pages on each signature. And in the signatures, there are excuse me, hand dyed papers, whether they're done with coffee or other types of dyes. And here's some more of that fabric. I used a lot of my jelly prints. I incorporated them in there, and then different pictures from the continent of Africa, highlighting the women. I think the women are so beautiful. Again, here I used as the hinge, I used the, whoops, get me in there. I used the fabric. All right. And I also made some beads and hung them along the side. There'll be some packages of some of my leftover printouts and papers and all kinds of fun stuff so that you can incorporate in the journal also. So here's some more of that stamping I mentioned, the papers, so you can decorate the book. There's a whole bunch of decoration as it is, so I left the pages pretty blank except for a little bit of my hand stamping. Some more of my jelly prints, some eco-dyed paper, bookmark with some of my hand-dyed fabric, more stamping. You get the idea of the signatures here. I won't go through all the signatures because they're made up the same way. And here's a little sampling of the fabric, the Ankara fabric. And again, all of the hinges are made from that fabric also. Stamping, more of all these pages, some a little more stamping. So that is number one. Let me put some of this stuff back in here so I don't forget which book it goes into. And just so you see the construction of it, there you go. I don't want everything to fall out. Number 1. Number 2. Same mud cloth, same fabric, some handmade fabric beads, cardboard front, cardboard back, hand stamping, signatures the same. Little bookmark, more stamping, stamping, another little bundle. Little bundle of the fabric, stamping, more stamping, some of these printouts, little bundle. And there you go. That is number 2. Number 3. This was a lot of fun to make. Like I said, if you want to make your own, I think there's a couple of the kits left. Got papers and fabric and printouts and beads and all that kind of good stuff. Okay, so that is number 3. Number 4. Another bundle. A little file folder. I think those are cute. Inside of those bundles, there's some file folders. And some of the printouts. Bookmark. Another bundle. There's 2 bundles in each one. Here's the fabric bundle. And there you go. It's number 4. Also, I made 2 of these, which are little wood boxes that I make my little miniature books in. I think these came out so cute. In case you haven't seen these before, these are 8 8 by 2 and about 1.5 inches tall. They're technically, I think, pencil boxes or something. So I just cover them up with whatever theme I'm working with the paper. And then I made some clay masks here. I had these molds. And so I put those on there with a little bit of feathers. And then what I do is I usually make these little books, different shapes, different sizes, and decorate the inside of the box. These came out pretty cute. And the size of these is about a little over 2.5 by about 1 3/4. And then I decorate them up. The binding here is the fabric, and their hands, whoops, when you get in frame, Rosemary, they are hand stitched in here. And it has a thick cover. And then I forget the pages now. I counted them at one point. It was a lot of pages. Like more than you would think. I'll put the total of the pages in the listing. I can't remember right now what they were. So I try to decorate the front at least of each signature. And these have 3 signatures in them. So that's that one. And that's the outside of that decoration. And there's the back. And the last one, a little picture of an oasis. I really enjoy making these. Alrighty. So, I do believe there is something for everybody. Whether you like the boxes, the miniature ones, or if you like a little bit larger journal, there you go. They will be in the shop. Thank you.